Hello, you all. Good day. Happy Sunday. And I humbly welcome you all to my channel. Please, if you're watching this, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notification for more DIY videos. Now, on today's tutorial, I will be showing you guys how to draft a simple corset top. Well, this material is from a pieces of a dress I recently sold. This is not up to half yard, let's just call it a quarter. And I do not really know what to do with it, so I decided to use it for the dress. So I'll be sewing a corset top with this. I really do not have a picture yet, so whatever I'm cutting is just from my head, and I'll be using a free hand for it. So first I am going to take down my measurements. I'll take down my bust, my waist, my under bust, the full length, and nipple to nipple, shoulder to nipple, and shoulder to under bust. These are the measurements you'll be needing to sew your top. These are the simple measurements. Now, there are two ways in sewing this top. If you know how to draft a normal bustier, you can use that pattern to draft it. Well, I've gone ahead to take down my measurement, and I'll just trim it off to make it simple and perfect for me to cut. Now, first off, I will take my nipple to nipple measurement and divide it by 2. And that is how I'm going to get the middle of my dress. So I'm just going to roll it down. Now remember, I'm using a free hand, so because of this, I'll be adding ½ inch to every measurement that I take. Now, after taking my nipple to nipple measurement, I will go ahead to take the center of my corset measurement. Now I'll be using 1 inch for the measurement. I am just going to measure 1 inch all the way down. I do not want it to be too wide, so I'll be using 1 inch for it. Then after that, I am going to take the dart for the middle of my corset. So I'll be taking ½ inch on both sides. I'll be taking ½ inch on both sides, and I'm going to connect from the down of the dress to the under bust. Then I'll be connecting to the bust point, and I am going to just simply cut it out. You might be wondering why my material is full of chalk. Well, this is one of the disadvantages of using a free hand for a dress, but it is a bit faster and easier. Well, I've gone ahead to cut down my darts. So this is how it is looking. It is looking like a normal bustier. That is why I said you can also use a normal bustier to draft it at first before opening down, and then just cut out your corset. Now before this, I have gone ahead to measure from the center of my bust to the middle of my bust, and from the center of my nipple to the end of my bust, and that was how I got this curve. So I'll go ahead to use my free hand to draft it and then cut it down. So this is how it is looking after cutting it down. This is all for the front of the corset dress. Well, this is all. I am not going to be doing anything extra. So to cut the back, I would be folding the material into 2. Now remember, this material is stretchy, so the stretchy side will be by the side, while the non-stretchy side will be the one facing the up and the down. So I would just simply fold the material into 2. This is just the body measurement, normal body measurement. Fold the material into 2. Take in my body measurements. Now remember, you'll be dividing your measurement by 4. I have gone ahead to cut out the excess at the tip of this dress. The measurement I am using for the length of this dress is 19. I am working with 19 inches because this is all the material could give. So I have gone ahead to fold my fabric into two, measure, divide my bust by four, my under bust by four, and also my waist. And I also went ahead to measure my zipper measurement. I'll be making use of 1 inch for the zip. Yeah, bro, she know the way. Man's got no chill, I have gone ahead to cut out my measurement, and I'll just cut out the zipper side, and I would go in by 1/2 inch. This is because I do not want it to be bulky at the back, so I'll be going in by 1/2 inch at the middle of my dress. This is like the under bust stroke waist side, and I would also notch my zipper side so that I do not mix this dress up. Now, to get my darts, I would just go ahead to place the center of my corset at the center of the back dress. This is how you can easily get to your darts without measurement. So I'll just place it there, and I will trace it out and go in by 1/2 inch on both sides, connect to the tip of the dress. Then I would just simply cut it out. You know my father way, be straight to the point, no parambulate. From the very day I place my focus on Calvary, I discover sin I jadi rabati. Right now, plenty money for the pocket, plenty oil for my head, I'm feeling like a bullet. Me I no go off like a Wi-Fi where I connect, and it be like saying I'm feeling no more. I hope for the pocket. Hey, you bless me, I cannot deny. For whatever, I dey play number 9. It's your love, you dey do me one kind. And now you be daddy where they mama. Well, if I am having pieces of dresses like this is how I usually get the side and the middle of my dress. So I just go ahead to cut out the armhole of the side of the dress. This is how I get the side of each dress. Any dress I am cutting in pieces, this is how I get the side. Now I am done with the cutting of my corset dress. I would go ahead and cut the lining of each dress. Now for the interface of the material, I'll be using doll face. This is has more quality than normal lining, but I'll be using lining for the complete lining of the material. But for the interface of the material, I'll be using doll face. Now I'll place each of my material right side facing right side, and right side facing right side on my doll face, and I'll go ahead to cut them out. As I come to shout aleo, if to be you tell me where I for there, oh. This kind of love me I never see. I say this kind of love me I never see. I want to carry I say me I want to jump to oh no no me I want to carry as I dey see all the things you dey do for the boy, you must in my head on the day. I dey see your hand for my body, oh. Now my life done is sweet like honey, oh. From the very day you enter my life, everything bright, everybody done they call me Sonny, oh. This kind of blessings where you give me go jumbo. Yes, I your message, share me the follow go. What about the favor, it's so go logo. As I come to shout aleo, if to be you tell me where. For those of you that do not really know or that are into DIY sewing or anything, this is the difference between the doll face and the lining. The doll face is more expensive, the lining is cheaper. So like I said, I'll be cutting two lining for this dress. The doll face will be the interface for the material, while the lining will be the general lining of the dress, will be for the general lining of the dress. So I would go ahead to also cut the lining as well. Then after that, I am done with the cutting of the corset. For sewing dresses like this, you must always remember to notch each side of your dress, like the center middle of your dress, the zipper side, the edge of your dress. You must always remember to notch each side of your dress so that you do not mix your material up and you do not waste time in looking for the right one. So after cutting your lining, if you wish, you can go ahead to line both your doll face and your lining, but I would not be lining my doll face. I will be lining only the lining because, like I said, the doll face has more quality.
Your heart from my body, yo. Now my life on this sweet like on you. From the very day you enter my life, everything bright, everybody done they call me Sonny, yo. This kind of love me I never see. I say this kind of love me I never see.
After cutting the lining, I would go ahead to blend each. Remember, it is very difficult to identify these things, so it's either you chalk them, number one, number two, or you notch them, or you blend them in immediately. Now I am going to blend mine immediately by merging the corset bust on each other, merging the material with the lining. So I am just going to do it now so that I do not end up mixing it up. Then after that, after matching everything together, I am going to take it to the sewing machine and sew it down before cutting my breast pad. We call it wadi. I don't know what other people call it, but I call it wadi. So the reason why I am doing it is there are other ways of doing it. You can either cut the breast part together with the material, so you sew everything at once, or you sew your material first before attaching your body to it. So I am going to sew my material first because this is like the middle of the night and I am kind of rushing. I just want to finish this dress on time because I need to wear it the next day. Okay guys, so this is all for the cutting of the corset top for the corset tutorial. Now thank you all for watching. Do not forget to like this video, please share, subscribe, and thank you.